Okay, I just did a little test and I think everything will be filmed correctly, so I'm going to crack on and do that. So as you can see, my face is very bare. I've got nothing on my face at all apart from my SPF moisturizer, and that is it. I haven't even done my eyebrows, so you can see my eyebrows there, all salt and pepper, and that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and see what I've got. I'm going to try and declutter as much as possible. I know I'm going to try, and I'm going to put on products that I have left. Yeah, so let's go, let's start. Right, I can see straight away I have got foundations here, so I'm going to pull those out here. So that's 2 here. Is this a foundation? This is a foundation, so that's 3. What's this? Got another one here, 4. This is a powder. Haven't got anything that looks like a primer. What's this? This is a strode cream. I don't know what that is. Maybe you guys can tell me what that is. Don't know. But I don't look like I've got anything that looks like a primer. Oh, what's this? This could be possibly. This is a Natural Radiance Base Lumiere Prep and Prime. Is that a primer? See, I don't even know if this is focusing or not, so I am just hoping for the best here. I think this could possibly be a primer. Let's have a look and see what kind of condition it is in, and I'm going to put it on. And if it looks like crap, or if it looks like it's curdling, then I am not going to put it on. Okay, doesn't even look like I've used it. Oops, gold. Okay, so it's slightly yellow in colour. Prep and Prime. It should be a primer, shouldn't it, for a name like that? I'm going to be relying very heavily on my mirror here, because I normally just use the camera, but not going to do that. Right, I'm going to assume that this is a primer and put this on. Okay, we'll leave it like that. And when I was opening it, it felt quite tight. It almost like clicked when I opened it. So I think this is probably the first time I'm using it. So it should be all right. Okay. Is there anything else in here that looks like I could be using it as a primer? Honestly, I've got some weird, wonderful things in here. This is another one. Is this the same thing? Skin Base Visage. Oh, this one is slightly different. It's called Skin Base Visage. Not for sale. So it's obviously another freebie that I probably picked up in a when I did a purchase. There is, I think it's still there, a MAC shop in Brighton, and I know I have purchased things from there in the past. I've also bought things online as well. So, alright. Okay, I put both of these products on, so between the two of them I should have a half decent base, maybe, possibly. So those are 2 products I've just put on. Whether I'm going to keep them or not is another matter, but I want to try and, if I can, do a full face. Right, so the most exciting thing normally is putting on a foundation, but I want to see what this thing is first. So this thing is called a strobe cream. Luminex. I've got a feeling it's probably something that's going to give like a little glow under my skin. It's not something I'm going to keep, so I think this will be the first thing I'm going to declutter. I really hope you're seeing all of this, guys. I'm going to put this over here just in case this doesn't work and I might have to do this video again. So I'm just going to put everything over there and go for the best. Right. Let's have a look at the foundations. I've got 4 foundations here. Now, I know at least one of them, I think, or 2 of them I have purchased. And the other 3, there's a story about those. So, oh, I'm trying to remember how long ago it was. I reckon it was probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I was approached by GLOSSYBOX. Yeah. Is a story here. I was approached by GLOSSYBOX, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, and I think it was pretty soon after I had a right old go at them about their lack of inclusion when it comes to products that they were sending out in the GLOSSYBOX subscription box. So I know I had a massive go at them, and it became a thing. There was a lot of toing and froing between myself and GLOSSYBOX and responding and that sort of thing. So it seems like after that they wanted to appease me. I'm not sure what happened there, because I'm not sure if anybody else received the same thing that I did. They approached me and said that they were doing I can't remember what it was. It was like a promotion or a survey, and they were doing it with MAC. And I was supposed to, I had to do a camera thing where I had to take a picture of myself or film myself in sort of natural daylight, and I sent it to them, and then MAC would send me a foundation which they think would be in the right shade for me. So I think it was like a collaboration between GLOSSYBOX and MAC. So MAC may have approached GLOSSYBOX, or GLOSSYBOX might have volunteered. Don't know what it was, but they definitely invited me. So I was probably the only person of colour that they could approach at the time, because everybody else that GLOSSYBOX works with do tend to be white. So they sent me this thing, and they sent me, so I basically had to do a couple of things. So take this photograph or take a film, and then from there they would send me what they felt was appropriate foundation for me. And after about, I don't know, some time, I received several foundations, and I was absolutely shocked because they weren't even samples, they were full size. So I received NC47. So before this, I used to always think I was NW47. That was a shade that I felt that I was beforehand. MAC had this thing, and it's always been a sort of a standard joke around the world that MAC staff always put black people in NW45. That was like the standard shade they felt would sort of cover every black skin. If you weren't sure, put the person in NW45. And more often than not, it kind of worked. People could make it work. So that was a standard joke. So I did a shade match several years ago, and I felt that I was NW47, or the member of staff put me in NW47, which I was fine with. So anyway, so this GLOSSYBOX MAC thing, they sent me NC47, they sent me NC55. So you notice there's like a couple of cools here, and if you remember, I see myself, my undertone, very much neutral, even almost neutral olive undertone. I am not warm and I am not cool. So there was that, and then they also sent me, I remember they sent me, it was a 50 as well, but is this it? Oh, I think they sent me this as well, NC60. So they sent me these three shades. I was completely, utterly shocked when they sent me these three shades. So NC60, NC55 and NC47. Now, somebody told me, this is years ago, and I'm not sure how right this is, when MAC puts something as a C, it works the opposite way than how we all think. So when we say somebody is cool, when you're deep skin tone, it usually means that they have got sort of almost bluey undertones, so those kind of things. Warm undertones will be orangey red, and obviously neutral undertones will be as I said, sort of olivey, just neutral, just right in between. So you can get sort of yellowy, orange, red in the warm, and sort of maybe bluey in the cool. That's how most people understand sort of cool, warm, neutral to be. But it seems like MAC, again, please correct me if I'm wrong, I was advised that MAC do things opposite. So if they give you cool, that usually means that they think you are warm undertones. So this is the opposite. No idea. Anyway, so we've got all these different shades here. It seems like the NC 60 looks like it's the one I've been using because it hasn't got a box. I don't know, but I know that I tend to go for this one, which is NW47. This is the one I definitely purchased for myself. So I'm going to do some swatches on my skin, and then we'll see which shade is actually the best one for me. I'm just going to shake them all up So the one I'm going to put on here is NW47, and don't forget I am very much the perfect neutral undertone. Right, so let's do this. Right, mirror, let's go. It's just so annoying when I can't see what's happening on camera, and I'm just hoping this is all working. So this is, what did I say it was? NW47, and this is the shade I've always worn. Yep, NW47. Can you see that? Right, I'm going to put on here, this is NC47. So this looks very light to me, so I almost don't even want to touch it. It just looks really light. Have I even opened this? It doesn't even look like it's been opened. I don't even want to put this on because it just looks too light, and I think I probably went with that before as well. It just looks too light, so I'm not even going to open that because if it's brand new, somebody else might want that. Alright, let's have a look. This one looks like it could work. So this is NC60. Oh, the foundation formula I'm trying out here is the Studio Fix Fluid, which has got SPF 15 in it. So Studio Fix is medium full coverage foundation, and it's probably one of the most famous foundations MAC do, to be honest. Right, so this is NC60. There's not much in there, is there? There's not much in it. The other thing about MAC as well, which especially with these foundations, I don't know if it's still the case because I haven't bought a foundation from MAC in years, but when you buy it as a bottle like this. This is as it was then, and if you wanted the pump, you had to buy the pump separately. But the pump is quite universal, and it fixes quite, it attaches to quite a few different foundations, not just the MAC. If I remember correctly, I think it also worked with the Estee Lauder Double Wear as well. Okay, and then we've got this other foundation shade here, and this is NC55. I've got a feeling this one worked as well for me. So this one looks like hasn't been touched either, but I am going to swatch it on my skin. Yeah, this is brand new as well. Haven't touched this. So it looks like the two shades I've used are the NC60 and the NW47, but I'm going to try the NC... oh god, I've forgotten what I said already. The NC55 here as well. Right. Okay, that's too light. That's too light. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do swatches on my chest because that's the other way for me to know if a shade works. So again, this is NC55, do this on my chest. Okay, so that's that one. NW47, this is nearly finished actually. Okay, that's the NW47. And then this is the NC60. Right, don't know what you think, but I am thinking the NC60 here is probably the best colour for me. The NW47, which is what I've always worn, looks almost a little bit too warm. The NC... I've forgotten already. The NC55 isn't too bad either. The one that stands out the most is the NW47, and that looks almost too warm. But I am going to put on I think I'm going to put on this one, which is the NC60. NW47 I have got here. I might end up decluttering. And the NC, well, the other one, I'll keep it as well because it wasn't too far off. So I'm going to put some of this on. I'm going to use a sponge and do that today. Or should I use the pump? Let's swap the pumps over, shall we? Right. No, we'll do that afterwards because I need to clean this off. So I'm going to use a sponge for now. And I'll probably speed through this and then we'll do the rest. I should have wiped off the other stuff first, shouldn't I? But hey ho. This is actually a perfect colour for me. Right, I actually think that colour is bang on perfect. My shade has definitely changed in the last couple of years. I've kind of got gradually darker, so I actually think this shade is much better, definitely better than the NW47, which now that it's kind of left on my skin for a little bit, you can see how orange it's looking on my chest here, whereas the other two colours have kind of blended out. The NC55 I can still see a little bit here. It's still a little bit red, but not much. And the one which I've just put on, the NC60, looks absolutely perfect. Looks perfect. It's kind of blended in completely. So it looks like my new shade now is NC60, which is kind of cool. So that's one positive thing that's happened today. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the NW47. I think what I will do, I'll probably clean the pump off and then I'm going to throw away the NW47, but I do need to clean the pump off first. But yeah, I'm pleased with this colour, so that looks good. Right, one thing I know I do have, and I used to use this a lot, this is from MAC, and which is stupid, everything's from MAC today. We've got a mineralised skin finish. This is something that I used to use a lot, and obviously I've stopped using it. So let's put some of this on, and it's like a face powder basically. It's like a face powder. So let's put some of this on. But I feel like I need to put something on under my eyes. I haven't got a concealer, but I haven't got a concealer, so we'll just crack on with what I've got. So let's do this as a face powder. And it will take away some of that shine as well from those base products I used. This mineralised skin finish is in shade Dark Deep, so I don't know if the shades have changed at all, if they've offered new things. Again, all of these products here are really old, so that's why I really want to do this declutter. I haven't looked at the MAC website in honestly so long. Can't tell you the last time I looked at MAC, so I'm definitely keeping that. That looks okay to me. So that is cool. I think now that I've done those two products, those two sample prep and prime products, I'm not going to keep these. Too much glow. I'm not into the glow. Just not into glow at all. I've got oily skin, so I'm discarding those two. So 3 things we got rid of so far. Okay, have I got anything like a brow product? What is this? Don't know what this is. This is like a little pencil of some sort. Don't know what it is. This is, oh, it's an eyebrow. It is an eyebrow. And it is in shade Stud. So this looks like an old MAC brow pencil product of some sort in shade Stud. Is there anything to... Doesn't look like there is anything here at all to give. Wait a minute. Oh, yes there is. I'm going to use the last remnants of this on my brows. Well, I'll say one thing, it's definitely pigmented and it's definitely giving, you can define your brows properly with this. So you can do your fine hair like, do your precision brow look if you want to. I'm no expert in brows, I just do something that kind of works and that's it. So never ask me to do a matching brow look. don't know how much of this is left. I think, yeah, I'm literally taking out the last bits here. But yeah, colour wise this is good. It works really well. I don't know how much these products are now, so if I can find them still on the MAC website, I'll put a picture of the price on the screen. But this colour works well for me. I never do my brows evenly, do I? Never. I'm going to keep this because there's not much left in it, so I'm going to keep it until it finishes. But I really like that. That's a good pencil, and it gives you a lot of control, and it's pigmented. That is good. Compared to the brow pencil I got in my Ipsy Glam bag the other day, for example, and that didn't give much colour, and I had to really work it just to get something. The nib on that was really fine, and it's given off lots of colour straight away. So that is good. This is a good product. Hey, they're not MAC for no reason, are they? Okay, so I was thinking, is there anything else I can put on my face here? I've got a couple of things here. Boy, the dust. Lordy, the dust. So I don't know where the lid is to this. Well, this is falling apart. It looks in a terrible state. This looks like, to me, this looks like it's an old blush, possibly. Well past its best date. Look at that, it hasn't got the thing or anything. Neither of them have. So that's a blush, I think. Don't ask me what colour it is because that's all faded. I'm going to see if I can do a swatch, see if I can get anything off. Ooh, okay. Is it a blush? Maybe it's not, I don't know what it is. That's not a blush colour, is it? I don't know what that is, but I'm throwing it because you... So I'm just looking for my wipes because that was definitely giving me heebie-jeebies. Right, okay. Then we've got this one here. I think this is the shade Raisin from MAC. God, I really hope you're seeing all of this, guys. I'm just filming on a whim and a prayer right here. But I think that's Raisin. The colour is completely faded, but I think that is Raisin. This used to be a favourite for me. And what's this? I've got another blush here. This one has still got its lid. Colour's completely faded, so don't know what the colour is, but it's gosh. This stuff is old. So that's a very that's a berry colour, and you can see that it's well loved because I've worn it a lot. And what are these? These look like eyeshadows. So it looks like the two blushes I've got here are these two. Yeah, those two. I'm going to try this one. Put this one on. Let's do that. I don't even have to open it. I could just... just go in there like that. Right, let's try. Oh, don't think it's given much. It is given a little bit, but not much. It's not giving much colour. I think I'm going to be throwing this one away afterwards because it's a lot of effort just to get some payoff here. But it's a nice colour, but too much effort. Right, I hope you can see that. But yeah, it's a nice colour, but it's a lot of effort just to get that off. So this will be decluttered. I'm not throwing that in the bin completely yet because I might have to come back and do this video again. And the other one I'm going to keep, I think. I don't know. Right, what else have we got here? We have got lots of lipsticks. And it looks like I've got a few eyeshadows here as well. So let's do some of these eyeshadows. So I've got a black grape pressed pigment. So it's one of those that they can't call an eyeshadow, it looks like. So that's the colour. Let's do a swatch. Okay, so you got a grey colour there. So that would be kind of cool for an evening, wouldn't it? So there's that. Then we've also got here, oh, this looks really pretty. This is Grand Galaxy. See, I also remember, I'm going to have to go back and look at my videos. There was a point, again, this is going back a few years here. MAC used to do these kits where you could buy, yeah, you could buy kits from MAC, and they used to cost about, I think they used to cost about £45, and you would get like a few things for your face. It was good value. You'd get like maybe 5 things. So you might get a lipstick, a blush, a mascara, a brow product, eyeshadow, something like that. And I think I did those, I think I bought a couple of those kits. So again, I'm going to have to go back and have a look at my videos and see what I've got. If I can, if I did film those, and I'm pretty certain I did, my memory is so poor, guys. If I did film those, what I'll do in a description, I'll put the link to those old videos down below so you can see what MAC videos I did. But I am pretty certain I purchased a couple of MAC kits from MAC Direct, from their website. It just, that's what's kind of ringing a bell to me. So those were in the early days of my channel. I remember doing that stuff. So that's kind of a nice colour. That's a cool colour. I'm going to keep that. That's a nice colour. Right, we've got some other colours here. Some of these look... Right, my camera just stopped there, so I don't know if it stopped recording, because it does stop recording after about 25 minutes. So I'm hoping that's what it was, so I've just put it back on again. Here we go, we've got another colour there. This one looks like it's hardly been touched. And it's just a nice deep dark brown. See, I like that because that shows up on my skin, so that's cool. That's a nice colour. Right, I've got a couple more shadows in here. This looks very similar to this one here. Let's have a look. Has it got a name? Ooh, there's a bit of a name there, but I can't read it. I haven't got my glasses on, so hopefully that's going to focus and you can see what that says. I'm going to turn it around just in case I've got it upside down. Right. Let's have a look, see what this is. Yeah, it feels nowhere near as dry as some of those other ones, so just letting me know what the colours are. It's very similar to this shade. Those two shades are very similar, don't you think? Very similar. Just that this one's got a bit more of an orangey base. And this is another larger colour here. This is in shade Jet Couture. It's a pressed pigment as well. My hairy arms. I don't shave my arms. Does everybody shave their arms? I don't. I don't shave my arms. Okay. Those are interesting colours. I don't mind those colours at all. I'm thinking that I'm going to throw away some of the older ones, but I'm going to have a little review. I just want to see what I've got going on here. Oh, there's another shadow here and it's in its box. This is obviously newer and it is in shade, I don't know what the shade is. The shade is A Natural Flirt. So clearly the newer eyeshadows. Oh, that literally just dropped out. Something had to drop out, didn't it? Right, so that dropped out of the thing there. But it seems like the newer eyeshadows had this kind of discern swell and flare and hills and valleys and things. Again, don't know what's happening now with MAC because I haven't bought a MAC product in years. But there you go. So I would rather that as a base colour than the other one, to be honest. So I think I might keep that one and throw the other one away. What's this stuff? What's this? This is Oh, this is a blush, and the shade here is Sultry Sweet. Gosh, that looks a bit pale to me. And it looks like it's hardly been used. So I'm just going to swatch that on this side. It's a bit pale. I'm going to be throwing that. I'm not going to be wearing that colour, so that will be thrown away over here. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got some other things here. These look interesting. What's this? This is, oh, it's an eyeliner, a kajal, and I'm assuming it's in black. It's in graphic black. So that should be quite fairly standard, shouldn't it? Yep, fairly standard. So that can stay. And we are now going to go into the lipstick phase. Quite a few little lipstick things going on here. So let's have a look. So we've got this one here in a nice little red bullet. And I don't know what that says. Don't know what that says. I'll put it up here. Hopefully you can read it. And this is, ooh. See, I love me a deep raspberry. Okay. Right, so let's put that on this hand. This hand will be lipsticks. Ooh, I can smell it as well. It smells like the vanilla. Oh, it smells gorgeous. And I like that. That's a nice colour. I like that. I'm probably going to put that on today. Let's see what else is in here. I remember this colour. I remember I think this is the one I absolutely wore to death. Yeah, this colour. I can't remember where I got this colour because I saw it on somebody online, social media somewhere, and I fell in love with it. It was MAC Brook Candy, so obviously a collaboration with somebody or a brand collaboration. And this shade, I can't see what it says here. This shade is, I don't know what it says, but again I put it up here and hopefully it will show up. But this shade I absolutely loved, and I know I wore it to death. It was just, I'm not into light shades like this, but this one was, it just hit right. I remember I loved this. Yeah, and I still like it, so I'm keeping that. Definitely keeping that. Then we've got some other shades going on here. God, this stuff is dusty. We have got no name on this at all. This is like a standard berry. I mean, it's a good colour. It's a very standard colour. It's a nice colour though. It's actually a very nice colour. And they all feel really creamy and nice and rich and lovely. So I'm keeping that as well. Then this seems to be another collection. The red kind of makes me feel like it might have been a Christmas collection or something at some point. And this colour is, I don't know what it says. I don't know why I try to even read it because I know I can't. There you go. Hopefully that is focusing. I feel almost blind doing it like this because I don't know what's going on with the camera. I don't know if it's filming. I could be just talking to myself here and nothing's happening. This is an interesting colour. Interesting colour. It's like an almost bronzy colour. It's very interesting. Not sure what I think about that, to be honest. I need to think about that one. Got a couple more. There's 3 more lipsticks in here. No mascaras, thankfully. Right, so we've got this colour here. This looks like a brown kind of colour. Honestly, some of these colours are great. They're really, really good. I'm looking at them and I'm sort of thinking, they're challenging me, but I'm not sort of appalled by them or, you know, disgusted by them. I'm like, and they smell great. I'm not throwing any of these away. I'm not doing a very good job here in the decluttering, am I? Right, this one seems to be a bit more clearer. This is, oh God, what does that say? This says, I don't know, something, I don't know, Melmet? I don't know. Standard bullet. It looks like a dark browny kind of colour. Let's have a look. Okay. So that colour is making me think, because I picked up some, I kept some dark brown shades from, what was the collection I decluttered the other day? I've forgotten already. But there were some dark browns in that collection, and I'm thinking I'd rather throw those away. Was it the Sleek? Was it Sleek collection? But I'm thinking I might throw those away. No, it was a Bobbi Brown, wasn't it? Yeah, so Bobbi Brown and MAC seem to be kind of cool when it comes to the lip colours. They're not messing about. What's this one? This is, oh, Ruby Woo. Everybody knows Ruby Woo. Everybody knows a Ruby Woo. That's bright red. Everybody should have Ruby Woo in their collection. If you want a red lipstick and you're not sure, just buy Ruby Woo. You can't go too far wrong with that. So there's that. That's your standard red. I think even Rihanna promoted that at some point, didn't she? This colour is in its box still. So, wow, okay. Have I even tried this one? This is Lady Danger. Have I even tried this? This is brand new, not touched. I'm not even going to try that. I am going to put that in the giveaway because it's untouched, brand new. How old it is, I don't know, but the way how I see it is that if it hasn't been touched, it should be still alright. I'm going to put it in the giveaway. If you don't want it, whoever wins it, you're more than happy. No, just throw it away. Don't worry about it. But the way how I see it, if it's untouched and it's okay, all sealed, it should be alright. And then we've got another, this is my last lipstick here. Gosh, I don't know what the colour is. I'll put it up here and hopefully it's recording. This is another sort of deep burgundy shade. So that's the colour there. I must admit, these lip colours are beautiful. They're just, the formula, they just look good. There is just no question of a doubt when I look at these colours. I just sort of think, yeah, they're all really, really good. So I'm not throwing any MAC lipsticks away, definitely. And I've also got, obviously my MAC lip liner, which I keep here standard because it is my standard. And I think I've got two. There's MAC Chestnut here. And I should have another one here somewhere. Let's have a look. Got two. Yeah. I've got... No, that's not MAC. That's another brand. Trying to copy them. Here we go. So I've got two MAC Chestnuts here. And this is like the standard lip liner colour. Yeah. So let me put my lip liner on first. And then we'll decide on what colour I'm going to put on my eyes. So MAC Chestnut lip liner is the standard black girl friendly lip liner. It really is. This is the shade that every black girl gets first and then they play around with everything else afterwards, but you've got to have this in your collection. Okay, cool. So that's that. Right, what am I thinking lipstick wise? These colours are great, but I'm thinking what's going to go with on my arms. A lot of the shades of the eyeshadows are quite cool, aren't they? They are very cool. Let me think. I want to be a little bit brave. But I don't want to go too much because it's still daytime. So I think I'm going to do there's a pigment shade. So I want to do this pigment shade. And I want to go in with the dark brown. So I think this was the dark brown. No, that was the burgundy. I might throw this one away. So I think I'm going to go with the grey, the dark brown, and possibly, right, I'm going to go with these three colours on my eyes. So I'm just going to play around with those, put these three colours on, see how I get on, and then I'll pick my lipstick. So give me a minute. Right, so there we are. I've done a full face, so let's just go through the products that I've used and the products I'm going to be throwing away. I've kind of had a little bit of a think. So we've got, right, so we've got 4 foundations. So one of the foundations, I don't know what I've done with it, I just had it here a minute ago, but one of the foundations was too light, so I didn't even try that one, and I've put that aside. Can't remember what shade that was. What have I done with it? It was here a minute ago. I don't know where it is, but it was here a minute ago. So that was one I am putting away, and if somebody wants it, they can have it. Then we've got the NC60, which is a shade I put on today, and I think that shade has actually worked really, really well for my complexion. I'm very chuffed with that. We've got the NC55, which was a little bit warmer, but it's still not showing up on my chest so much. I can see it a little bit, but not much. So I'm still going to keep that. And the NW47, which is the shade that I've been wearing for years and years and years, is just too red. It's still looking like a red streak on my chest. So I am going to be throwing that one away. I'm not throwing it away now because I want to wash the pump, and then I'm going to put the pump on the NC60, which is the one I'm wearing today. Then the other things that came in my bag, there was a couple of Prep and Prime products there. I put those on. They're too oily and greasy for me, but I just put them on today just to put them on as a base. So I've already decluttered those. This was this strobe thing. I don't know what to do with that whatsoever. Again, it was a sample, obviously came in a purchase I made at some point, so that's going to get decluttered. Those are the easy declutters. Very easy declutters. Right, now we're looking at the blushes. So there was 3 blushes I did here. This one I am going to declutter because it's just too pale. I'm not going to wear the shade ever, so I am throwing that one away. This is the one I put on today. I can see it now clearly on my face, probably too much on my face. It's a nice colour, but I'm thinking that it would be nice just to buy a new one of those. And this is, even though it's an oldie and a goodie, I think I'm going to throw it away as well because it's old, and I think at some point I will just buy new ones of these. So I'm going to put those over there to throw away later. I'm not putting them in my trash straight away because, again, I don't know if this video is recording. This is really uncomfortable. Then we had the face powder. It's the Skin Mineralize and Dark Deep. I'm keeping that as a face powder. It's fine. It works well with the foundation. I'm keeping those. We had quite a few eyeshadows. I mean, a lot of them are just fun, but I don't think I'm going to keep all of them. I like this one. I think this is fun to wear for if I ever go out again in the evening. I don't go out anywhere now, but I think this would be a really nice one to keep for the evening, so I'm going to keep that. This is one I put on today, and I just put it in the corners and underneath my brow line, so I'm keeping that. Let's have a look. This one I think I am going to throw. This one I think was this colour here. I don't know. This colour, again, it's a fun colour. Doesn't seem that old. It's a fun colour, but I can't see where I'm going to wear it. Don't know when I'm going to wear that. I'm gonna declutter it. I'm gonna throw it away as well. And I put this one on today just on top of what I had on, but again, I can't see me wearing this very often. I like my palettes. I prefer palettes rather than these single things, so I don't know. And this one I am going to keep. I think this is what I'll put on my lids today, and I kind of like that, so I'm going to keep that as well. This dark brown one I'm going to keep because we don't get many dark browns around in palettes. Not a really true dark brown, so I'm keeping that. And this I'm still not sure about. It's the same thing. I'm not sure about. I'm in two minds about this one. I might end up decluttering that as well. So I'm going to put that over there as well. Right. Oh, and this was... yeah, I'm going to declutter that as well. That was... which colour was that one? Oh, I think between... I've got to decide between the two. Because they're two very similar shades. This one or this one. I think I prefer this one. I think I prefer this shade, the older one. But this one's in better condition. I'm gonna throw this one away as well. Right. Lipsticks. I think I'm keeping all of my lipsticks, to be honest. So this one I said I'm going to put in my giveaway. I'm keeping all of my lipsticks. I love all my lipsticks. They're all great. They're all brilliant colours. I love them all. I really do. I just can't see me throwing away any of these colours at all. I like them all. So I'm keeping all of those. Well, that was a bit of a rubbish declutter, wasn't it? It was a bit of an anticlimax when it comes to my MAC. I'm keeping a lot of it. So let's put the things I'm definitely keeping back in here. The eyeliner I've got on, so the eyeliner I don't really need to keep. I'm going to throw that away. So the lipsticks, yeah. I'm keeping... oh, wait a minute. See, I just like the colour. I like these raspberry colours. I'm keeping it. This I'm definitely keeping. That's what I've got on at the moment. This is Ruby Woo. I can't see where I'm going to wear Ruby Woo, but you know what? I'm not going to wear Ruby Woo. Let's be honest. I'm not wearing Ruby Woo anywhere. I really am not. You know what? I'm going to throw it away. Because I've got some red lipsticks and I don't wear them. So I'm going to throw that away. I almost put it in the trash there, but I'm not putting it in the trash yet. This colour I've hardly worn, but it's a beautiful colour, so I'm keeping that. Yep. This is another really nice sort of brown colour. I'm keeping that. Yeah, I'm keeping most of these lipsticks. There's another one. Wait a minute, this one could be in the chopping block. It's a great formula, but you know what? Do I need it? Do I really need it? I've got so many colours like this already. Do I need it? I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Because it's just got a beautiful satin matte finish. I'm keeping it. I can't get rid of it. And this one. Oh, what was this one again? Oh, that was a dark brown. I really liked that. Keeping that as well. Oh, guys, I didn't do very well, did I? Didn't do very well at all. So that's what I am keeping. In my trash that's going, I've got two blushes. They're going in the trash. I've got an eyeliner going in the trash. I've got 6 eyeshadows going in the trash. I've got a lipstick, Ruby Woo, going in the trash. And I've got my NW47 foundation. So I've got rid of a few things. Probably not enough, but I got rid of a few things. So it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got rid of 11 things. That's not bad. I'm trying to justify it to myself. 11 things I got rid of. I'm pleased with that. I'm happy. I ain't saying nothing. But guys, you let me know what you think down below. I'm just hoping this video recorded because I'll be really pissed if it didn't. Alright, take care. I will see you soon. Alright, bye.